Yoho Franky bros, this is Mr. Cuddy Flem bringing you One Piece chapter 698 review. We're almost there, 700 is right around the corner. Alright, let's get into it real quick. Now, we see right away, Caribou is still with this old lady, this old biddy throwing rocks at people. I have no idea where Oda's going with this old woman, or what Caribou's getting himself into. But I have a weird prediction that I think Caribou is going to become a Shichibukai, only based on the facts that I think Flamingo is eventually going to get those cheeks scraped, and the replacement is going to be Caribou, only because I think he's privy to the information of what Poseidon is. Now, with that said, let's get into the chapter. Now, we start off, we see the G5 Marines. They've got a hold of these protective suits that I think were made by Vegapunk, I guess. Apparently CC doesn't do shit except make mad. So I was like, I guess that's cool. I was a little disappointed when I found out that the gas isn't instant death. It takes time to kill you. It takes a day. Apparently, you get covered in this plastic shit, and you're still able to breathe. You don't die right away. It takes a whole day to kill you, which I guess is supposed to be part of the whole terrible suffering aspects of it. But for me personally, I'm just like, I don't like that. I really don't. Fodder Marines. I'm gonna agree with other people who said this. I think they should be taken out. When taken out, I think it really takes away from the dramatic element of them sacrificing themselves, just them to get like uncracked and just like, oh, I'm back. Like, okay, that was cool. Thanks for making me care, Oda. And then we see Brownbeard, who thanks Smoker for being so, I guess, cool about the whole thing. He's like, yeah, thanks for letting us do, get our pals. After this, we'll just, we'll let you arrest us. And I was like, okay, Brownbeard, you got it. I'm not a fan of Brownbeard. I'm not gonna let that be a secret. I don't like that motherfucker. I think he should have died a long time ago. This dude takes hits like he's a fucking One Piece Nakama. I'm not kidding. After that Yeti Cool incident, I just don't know anymore. I'm just like, fuck it, whatever. You're invincible. Fucking guy. So, we get a shot of Baby 5 and Buffalo's bodies. We now know where they are. They left them with the Marines. Which would be funny, because I thought about them actually bringing in headless people to Emple Down. I think that'd be one of the things that would probably make you not get fucked with in that prison. Just because people are like, yeah, let's leave the headless guy alone. Now, we get a shot of the sky, and there's something coming toward them, and they notice that it's two heads shooting at them. And Flamingo's got dead accuracy. This dude just heads back on, snap, Buffalo Baby 5 ready to go. I was like, damn, this dude is doing work. And we literally see him whoosh by. He just whooshes past the Marines, taking out like at least half of them, like fucking just doing work. Now, I will say, I thought it was interesting that Flamingo has Conqueror King's Haki. He has it. Because he made dudes around him drop. They were there, and then they were taking a dirt nap, or not a dirt nap, a nap. Now, G5, they try to fight him. They're like, oh, we could take him, but that's... Smoker's like, no, just don't, stop. This guy, just don't. Now, I thought it was interesting. We do get to see Flamingo's strings. They were there. We got to see them. We have not seen them before. So now we know he has strings, no quotes. He has strings. So I'm just going to assume he's a Paramecia type. And yeah, fuck it. Go with that. Now, after this, we see a really cool shot, in my opinion, of Flamingo licking his lips, because this dude is hungry for blood. After the whole thing with Law and this and that, this dude is pissed and has no one to be pissed at right now. So he's like, fuck it, this is my chance. So we see him just looking like a badass. Just like, it's like black and white. Smoker tries to throw a punch. Flamingo sidesteps that shit. I'll call it observation hockey, if you will. I think it's just Flamingo being a badass. It was a frontal assault. It was not from the back. Um, Now after that, we get a really, really, really cool shot of Smoker standing with Flamingo. They're like face to face. You can see the size difference. And yo, Flamingo just screams at Smoker. He's like, yo, where the fuck is Law? Where are the straw hats? Where's my shit? And Smoker's just like, oh man, they got away. I couldn't do it, you know. And just yeah, they were too much. Probably have to go tell Vice Admiral Virgo. When she probably shouldn't have mentioned Virgo, in my opinion. That was a bad move. Shouldn't have done that. Flamingo picks up on him knowing more than he actually does. So we get this awesome shot of just smoke and blood and a couple of his cigars in the air. And it's like, oh, fuck, this can't be good. There's nothing good that can come from Flamingo being pissed from what we've seen. Because, I mean, I don't know, man. After that Orange Jr. thing, I keep talking about it. That was... I did not expect him to be dead. Like, I just say it. They never kill people. And, like, fuck, Flamingo murders men. I think that's a thing. Now, after that, we get a shot of Law and the Straw Hats. They're on the ship. They're riding down what I guess is a sea slope? Which allows you, I guess you're going to move faster with it. It's an anomaly of the New World as well. Usopp, again, is not having it. Because Law's like, oh yeah, this is kind of normal. And Usopp's like, no, it's not, no, it's not, no, it's not. I thought that was kind of funny. Now, what else did we get there? We got, I thought this was weird. I guess for the people who really keep track of what goes on in One Piece, I mean, I like to think I keep track of what goes on in One Piece. I don't know what the fuck was going on with the Mini Mary too. I didn't keep track of that motherfucker, but I guess it was cool. He took time to let us know that it got back on the ship. Franky, before I guess, or maybe I guess before the Shogun, Franky appeared, did the whole get Mary on the ship thing, which I was like, I guess that's cool. I really didn't give two fucks about that, to be honest with you. So, I mean, that's interesting. Now, Kinemon discovers they're going to Dressrosa, and he kind of freaks out a little bit. He's just like, whoa, you're going to Dressrosa, what? And they're like, yeah, it's cool. And Luffy's like, hey, was that the Flamingo you were talking to on the phone over there? And Usopp's just like, oh, ooh, that dude's got some screws loose, man. Like, I'll say, I like that they still have Frady Cat Usopp in there every now and then. Just because I think what made Usopp really cool is he's always been a little bit of Frady Cat, but I think he's the most courageous in the crew. Because he has to overcome that fear every time. Like, I'm not surprised this dude doesn't wear a diaper all the fucking time from all the shit that this dude has to go through. Like, oh my god. Like, oh my god. Oh, I'm just saying, nobody's been in a body cast more than Usopp. So, I mean, this dude's got balls. So, after that, everyone finally gets the 411 on what's going on. And then we go back to, no, I'm sorry. Before then, there was an interesting shot I thought was cool, where they showed a damaged ship on the slope. Which, in my opinion, was just a little shout out to Nami's navigation skills. Still showing that she's got it. She can handle her shit. They're not going to crash anytime soon. Now, Usopp tells everyone to slow down for a second. Like, things are going a little fast. And they are, because they just captured CC. Flamingo's on his way, or, yeah, possibly on his way. He's pissed at the moment, dealing with Smoker. And it's like, he has like a little vote. And you see Nami in the background kind of like, oh no. And then you see like Chopper kind of reluctant. And you're like, okay, yeah. And then Sanji walks over to Law. And he's like, yo, dude, listen. I know you got this alliance with Luffy. But I don't think you guys have the same understanding of what an alliance is. Because, I mean, as we saw earlier, Luffy just rocked CC. Just that Grizzly Magnum. Even now, I still go back and look at it. You just get the CC with the little tear going. He rocked him, and he was supposed to kidnap him, but he didn't give a fuck, because that's what Luffy does. He does not give a fuck. You can give him orders. He's gonna do what he wants to do, because he's Monkey D. fucking Luffy. Now, After that, we get Cece, who's apparently conscious, talking that good stuff. Sanji, bam, just bam, real quick, just shut him up. And Chopper yells at Sanji. He's like, wait till I heal him, which I thought was funny because Chopper's like, just let me do my job, let me be me, what I do in the crew, and then whatever. So I was like, that's interesting. Now, I was thinking for a second when he kicked Cece, I forgot he's wearing the Karaseki Stone cuffs, because I remembered Zoro can do damage to Logia types, but can Sanji? I don't remember if we've seen Sanji actually hurt anybody whose body's intangible. So I was like, I don't. It's really worrying me because I don't think him and Zoro have any strength difference really, but from what I'm still getting, Zoro is still not satisfied with the battles they've run into, and we've already seen Sanji get stopped by Virgo. We saw that. We cracked his shin, which I'm sure it's gonna get stronger, and he'll be able to kick harder now. But I was like, we ain't never seen no shit like that. He couldn't even kick down the door to get out. We needed Franky to do his radical beam. I was like, maybe, I don't know, man. The double Diablo Jumble or something would come out, but whatever. I'm still holding out. Now, after that, we get Law, who breaks down how the system of the Young Code works. Basically, about the underworld and how each of them are basically kind of like a crime syndicate. Now, I guess the thing that made me really, really surprised about it is the way he explained of how hard it is to actually get to a Yonkon. Because you gotta fuck shit up. And then even after fucking shit up, generally they're just gonna send their subordinates after you. So you gotta fuck up the subordinates to get the shit that you want done in order to get a Yonko to show their face, apparently. So these guys are gonna have to put in work. It is not going to be... I think, don't get me wrong, I think they're gonna go to Dressrosa. Luffy's gonna do his thing. They're gonna fuck up the Smiley Factory, this and that. More secrets uncovered, yada, yada, yada. And, oh yeah, real quick. I remember there was one panel where we actually got to see Vegapunk's head. And I've not heard anyone bring this up yet. And he looked like, it was like a Mojo Jojo dome going on for a second. I don't know what it was. It was really tall. And you got to see one of his ears. And we've never seen his head. So maybe his brain's in a glass jar? I don't know, but I thought that was really interesting. He had a Mondo head from what I had seen. Now, after that, we get, what do we have after that? Okay, boom. We get D Flamingo. Now, the thing about D Flamingo is not cutting him. I'm just saying, we're talking about D Flamingo. The thing about D Flamingo is he apparently has his hands in everything. If you're in the underworld or deal in it, D Flamingo apparently has some hand in what I'm assuming to be all the Yonkon. I don't know about Shanks, because I don't think when we were seeing the Shinakuni do his thing, I mean, I'm sure that was Rob Lucci there, who, I don't know what that guy's doing, but apparently he works in the underground. If he turned out to be a pirate, whoa. Just because that dude despised pirates, and now we see him in the underground with the underground brokers. So I was like, okay, but again, Otis even said it, something about when Luffy whoops that ass, your ambition changes. I don't know why, but you could like green, and after Luffy whoops that ass, you're a fan of purple. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. Maybe that explains it. And I was just thinking, I don't know if we saw any of Shank's subordinates listening in on this convo or watching the video take place with the Shinokuni in it. So I was like, I mean, maybe he's the least dirty of the Yonko? I mean, I would like to believe that just because Shanks seems like such a nice guy, but we really don't get to see Shanks do anything. The dude, we have yet to see him do shit. I mean, we've heard about his battles with Mihawk and stuff like that, but that's about as far as it goes. So basically after that, we get Kinemon and Momosuke freak out after they mention Kaido, that the biggest player for Joker is Kaido. And this dude has 500 synthetic beasts at his disposal. 500 Rob Lucci's up in your tits. Now, in my opinion, until we got to the New World, Rob Lucci was the scariest dude for me. Just because that was, like, literally, those are the fights where Luffy and this guy are just like, we're gonna punch each other, and one of us is not going to stand up when it's over. And with Rob Lucci, it was just like, oh my god, man! If Usopp wasn't there to hype Luffy up, that was a close one. That was a close one. That was a close one. Now, Momosuke and Kinemon, they freak out for a second because they hear Kaido's name, but then they play it off like it's nothing. And I'm going to assume maybe they have some tie to Kaido, or maybe the Wanakuni country maybe have problems with Kaido or something, but they've been very, very secretive this entire time. They have not talked about their mission or what they even left the island to do, except for the fact that Kinemon is like, I want my damn son. So I'm like, alright, that's cool. Now, I thought this next part was funny where they started talking about the sad. And we see little cheeky Caesar. He's like, you're talking good about me? He's like, Chopper's like, I'm so impressed. This side is really neat. And then Law just shits on Caesar. He's like, listen, he just makes the gas. They actually make the thing on Dressrosa. Calm down. He's literally just one component. So I was like, damn. I mean, I'm just thinking about all the other operations they could have going on if this was just to make gas. This was just an operation to make gas. So I was like, fuck, man. Sometimes I feel like these Yonkos just, I don't know what they got going on, man. But whatever it is, they do it big. They do it real big. Now, after that, we cut back to the G5 Marines. Now, the G5 Marines are begging DeFlamingo to stop whooping Smoker's ass, because we see him on Smoker's chest. Smoker is literally cut to ribbons. Is not good. He's got his foot on his chest, and he's literally gonna deliver the final blow. And you know, he's got that big grin on his face, and just as you think he's gonna do it, boom, the man, the myth, the legend, the great Aokiji shows up. Boom! DeFlamingo doesn't even notice this dude till he's right behind him, pulls a white beard behind freaking Aki, and I'm like, whoa, let's go. Because in my opinion, I think his haki is on a whole nother level that DeFlamingo was not ready for. He's even like, listen, I'm gonna need you to get your foot off my buddy's chest. Me and this guy go way back. I'm just like, oh no, he says, pardon me. This dude's got manners. He will be nice to you and then whoop that ass. I was just like, come on. DeFlamingo has to run. He's got to run. I don't see any other way out of this situation than DeFlamingo making a run for it. Like, you got to get back on that air path, even though he could get on his little bike or whatever. Or that duck thing shadows that we saw and never saw again, but maybe we'll see it again later. And I was just like, I don't know how DeFlamingo's going to get out of this one. I was just like, damn, bro. Damn, you fucked up. Wrong place, wrong time. Don't even know why Aokiji's back in the island he had this fight at, but apparently, whatever, he's there. And yeah, that's basically chapter 698 in a nutshell. No One Piece next week, so that's cool. I also am going to start reviewing the Naruto manga. I took a hiatus during the Itachi Sasuke Kabuto fight. Mr. Snake, Dr. Snake, excuse me. That Ninja War is taking a lot out of me. I'm on like 585 now. I'm working on it. It's doing a lot. And Bleach, I'm not even gonna talk about Bleach after the whole full brain arc. Yeah. Well, anyway, Yoho Franky bros. This is Mr. Cuddy Flem sailing out. Tell me what you guys think in the log below. You guys know how the buttons work.